And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Here we go. And so here is Chicago. Here's Chamberlain. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
I'll tell you what, if you let Wilt get the ball there, that's the poster shot you can expect.
Back to Westbrook. Pass to Kessler. The three. Chicago with a rebound. And here's Booker. An easy two on the layup.
Excellent work in close by Booker, showing how composed he is down there, too.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for Baltimore. 4-point game.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Baltimore shooting their first free throws of the game now. And so Westbrook nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
To the right side. And we're about a minute into the first. Chamberlain, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And the shot is good by Westbrook.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Now here's Booker. And there's a pick. Here's Tatum. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Edwards. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
Westbrook drives. Tatum with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
With the putback, controls the rebound and the putback. Westbrook's got 6.
Boy, you can't ignore Westbrook on the glass now. There's nothing he doesn't do on the court.
They set the pick. Booker can't get it to go.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Edwards. Outside Booker. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
The league will learn fast. You have to run Booker off his jump shot. He's lethal from just about anywhere.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Oh, Kessler with the block. Over to the left wing. It's stolen by Tatum. And here comes the break. Booker for 3. Here's Duncan. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
You know, you got to really appreciate and respect how steadfast Duncan is. I mean, he's always under control and composed, keeps his team focused on the task at hand, and that's extremely valuable. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Kessler, no good. Chicago leading by 3. Here's Tatum. Powell pulls it in. Outside Curry. From deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Off a pass, Steph Curry That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Seconds left in the first. Here's Frazier. He gets it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter. We're all tied up. Let's take a quick break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Shot on the wing. And Davis with the block. Stolen by Kessler. He's got a clear path. He goes up and finished off by Davis.
Davis, such a terror in the open court with his size and speed. That's a really lethal combination.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking it inside, SGA.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Baltimore. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
Pass to Gobert. 4-3. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. The three from Curry. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Here's Frazier. Hauled in by Curry. Trying to get something going here in the half court.
Yeah, that's where they've been struggling to execute.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Davis down low. Here's the three. Kessler, no good. And so here is Chicago. 1:46 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Frazier. The shot won't fall. Curry with some nice D. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Inside. Here's Duncan. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And Chicago leads by 2.
Too easy there for Duncan. I mean, he's got such balance and a high skill level. Able to play through contact effortlessly.
Outside Tatum. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And here's Baltimore now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Kessler, no good. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. On the wing, Tatum. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Tatum muscles his way in.
And, you know, his height and quick release help Tatum do work in the post. The defense can only do so much.
Here's Curry. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard.
Well, Westbrook's so good at navigating the defense. This guy has ball skills, dexterity, and a motor that just doesn't stop. He gets to his shot when he wants to.
Chicago making a switch here. And so Westbrook nails both of them. Chicago leading by 4. Right side Edwards. Ingram on the wing. Shoots over Thompson. The shot by Ingram, no good. And Baltimore has possession. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Booker. To the inside. Pass to Drexler. And there's a 3-second violation. Now Booker. He's got 5. Here's Chamberlain. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Outside for Ingram. 3-pointer. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Aldridge uses the glass on the layup. Aldridge has got his first 2 points.
Such a nice touch on the ball from Aldridge. He knows exactly how much power to put on the inside shot.
Good chance here for Booker. And he hits the jumper. Booker's got 7 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Baltimore calls timeout here. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Westbrook. Oh! Boom! He jams it straight down.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Pass to Williamson. Now here's Gobert. There's the 3. Drexler grabs the board.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Boy, it's been a great game thus far for Westbrook, and he's not done yet. Never satisfied, always pushing the envelope.
Here's Gobert. Ingram with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Here's Gobert. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Clock at 4. That one's good for 2. And Baltimore has possession. They trail by 7. Aldridge left side. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And they pick up 2. Kessler's got 7. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Frazier. Shoots over Westbrook. And the shot no good. A bit short. Fires the 3. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. Over to the wing. And here's Gobert from the arc. Kessler with a rebound. Pass to Aldridge. Let's go with a 3. And we've reached the end of the third. Chicago ahead, up 5. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Chicago. Leading by 5. Out to the wing. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Fast break. Here we go. To the left side wing. Curry surveys. A deep 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Tim Duncan, 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Pass to Tatum. Over Thompson. Tatum can't hit. Out left to the wing. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Westbrook can't hit.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Duncan. From outside the arc. Drexler grabs the board. And here's Baltimore now. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points.
Excellent job that time by Westbrook. Spots a weakness and then burst right to exploit it.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Stoudemire. And it's Baltimore with a rebound. Here's Westbrook. Here's Drexler. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Chicago leading by 3. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Up top, Hill. Crafty move. Oh, Kessler with the block. Pass to Drexler. 6 to shoot. Back to Kessler to tie it up. And it's in. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Jokic on the drive. Count it.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Westbrook drawing the double. Kessler down low. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed. He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Stoudemire. Off target from three-point range. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Here's Hill. Yes!
Tell you what, good luck trying to stop Hill inside. I mean, once he's this deep, the defense is done.
And Baltimore calls timeout here. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's off. Westbrook. Oh, off target. Oh, offline. And so Chicago takes the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Baltimore has possession. Here's Cunningham. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
And Baltimore has possession. The kick out to Banchero. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Outside Booker. Lets a three fly. Connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Banchero. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Nails it from three. Banchero's got 5 points.
Responding nicely with his own three, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Now here's Tatum. The baseline J. And he nails the jumper.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And Booker's got the ball here for Chicago. 4-point game. Pass to Edwards. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And there's a pick. Here's Duncan. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Great screen setting by Duncan there, and even better dive to the rim, which led to the basket.
And Carroll with it. Pounded by Tatum. And Carroll outside. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Banchero. Over Tatum. The jumper from the wing off target. And it's Edwards with the ball for Chicago. Trailing by 2. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Edwards. Thompson with a steal. Banchero outside. Chamberlain pulls it in. And so here is Chicago. Booker attacking. Pass to Duncan. Here's the pick. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's the unselfish play of Tim Duncan. Without much effort, he finds his open teammate for a good look and the bucket.
Now here's Thompson. No made baskets yet. Banchero surveys. Misses the layup. Now here's Booker. Over Cunningham. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Pass to Banchero. he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Baltimore shooting their first free throws of this game. First one falls for them. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. And Banchero drops them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
It doesn't go for him. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Baltimore out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on Baltimore so far?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
They now take the lead.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
On the wing, Thompson. Cunningham outside. It's deflected. Here's Frazier. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Gobert. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
Thompson outside. Passed away. Over Gobert. Wang's shot is good. Wang's gotten his second bucket.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's Stoudemire. Adams covering. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's his first trip to the line. And he drops the first.
Shooting for the away team.
Both shots good from the strike.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Cunningham. Chicago with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Pass to Banchero. There's the three. The rebound by Duncan.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. A minute 20 left to play in the second quarter. Nice D from Thompson.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Baltimore shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That one misses.
You see the raw talent that Cade Cunningham has, and with hard work and the proper focus, this guy is capable of big, big things.
Chicago leading by 4. Outside Booker. Here's Gobert. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That's on Steven Adams. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Chicago?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Now, getting to the inside is really important, but It's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Here's Black. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Black. And here's Smith. Over Ingram. Again the miss by Baltimore.
I get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
.29 seconds left to play in the half. Drives to the hoop. Count the basket. And now it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
I just don't think that Jokic is ever in a hurry out there, which helps in that set.
Pass to Smith. Three-pointer. He buries it from three. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Booker. Outside for Ingram. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
What a grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his team the momentum right before the buzzer.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And Booker has got the ball here for Chicago. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Outside Ingram. Oh, sweet move. Got a hand on it.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
Here's Black. No points yet. For three. And again, it's Baltimore from deep.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Outside Booker. Here's Edwards. And counted from 19 feet away. And Chicago leads by 8.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
Booker surveying the floor. Pass to Duncan. Outside Edwards. Here's Duncan. Back to Edwards. And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's Bona with a rebound. And Baltimore has possession. And here's Smith, covered by Ingram. Smith inside. Here's Bona. And it's off from three-point range. Chicago leading by 8. And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here.
First team foul.
Outside Booker. Tatum from long range. Sinks the tray. Tatum's got 7.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Hardenstein a screen. To the inside. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Outside Booker. And the foul on Jabari Smith. That'll be a second foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here.
Second team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Chamberlain. Outside, Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adams grabs the miss.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Pass to Adams. Smith outside. Puts up a deep three. Chicago with a rebound. Takes a three. Booker no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Smith outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And I like to see this from Smith. Pushing the action, not just hanging around the perimeter.
Baltimore shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. It's both from the stripe. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yet to see a basket. Here's SGA.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming at you, so a thorn in the defensive side.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for the away team, Shai Gilgeous.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wang, no good.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And so it's Chicago. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, stick around. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Cunningham with the ball. Knocked loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Stoudemire. Left side Hill. And rejected. Smith outside. Out to the right wing. Clock at 4. Here's Banchero. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Hill. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Cunningham. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Chicago leads by 11.
Assertive shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, not giving him a chance.
Banchero right side. Over Hill. Banchero no good. Chicago with the ball. They lead by 11. Largest margin of the game. To the left side wing. And stolen by Banchero. The 3 from distance. Paolo.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Here's Frazier. Bang with a rebound. And here's Baltimore now. A great 4th quarter. Just giving up 2 points. And Carroll left side. From deep three-point land. And Carroll missing again.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Ooh, Van Carroll all the way.
In transition, Van Carroll already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
That's to Stoudemire. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And Carroll with it. And it's Hill picking him up now. And Carroll left side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Van Carroll makes sure he gets his.
And Van Carroll drops them both.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
Chicago leading by 4. Outside Booker. To the paint. Chamberlain gets the bucket.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
And Carroll outside. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team.
And so here is Chicago. They've led by as many as 11. Now Booker. Tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Adams a screen. For 3, Smith. Chicago with a rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
Steven Adams. Third personal foul. Second.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for the away team.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Fires for 3. Missed it. And so Chicago takes the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry. welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Tonight, it'll be Chicago going up against Atlanta. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And Atlanta with possession here. Here's Robertson. To the paint. Here's Smith. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Pass to Duncan. Back to Booker. Here's Chamberlain. Outside Edwards. And there's a pick. Hits the trifecta.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Here's Robertson. And counted from 19 feet away.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pass to Chamberlain. Over Adams. Takes a 13-footer. Tries again. And the layup is good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's Smith. Clock at 6. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Man, you have to like the patience there. Smith reading the defense and then attacking.
Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Duncan.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Edwards. Outside Tatum. On the take. That shot off the mark. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Away team ball.
There's a minute 47 left in the first. Here's Edwards.
Boy, the lateral quickness of Donovan Mitchell. What a solid defender.
Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell. Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Stoudemire. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Smith outside. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. From the high post. That's short off the rim.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Booker. Nice shot from the wing.
And Booker making it look easy in the mid-range.
Here's Robertson. And it's slammed in by Adams.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
That's to Stoudemire. Here's Booker. Blocked. Here's Robertson. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smith. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Here's Booker. Driving in. And Booker throws it down.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Atlanta on top. Up 3. Let's take a quick break. And then it's on to the second quarter after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Chicago trails by 3. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Hill. Adams grabs the miss.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Now here's Gobert. Inside. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
Pass to Hill. Here's Gobert. Picked by Gobert. Here's Frazier. He buries it from 3. Frazier's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
Picked his pocket. To the middle. Here's Hill. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And here in the second with about 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Robertson. Smith outside. On the wing, Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Smith. There's the block. Left side, Hill. Pass to Gobert. Here's Frazier.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First personal foul. Second team.
It's his first trip to the line.
Off the line for the away team. Walt Frazier. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams will make substitutions. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Brown has got the ball here for Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. Williams with the screen. Stolen by Booker. Here's the break. Outside Edwards. From outside, off the mark. And Atlanta with possession here. Here Starks. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
1:29 left to play in the first half of basketball. Outside Booker. Pass to Gobert. Outside Hill. Takes it inside. Here's Duncan. 4 on the clock. And it's Martin with the rebound.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
And Atlanta misses again. Chicago with the ball. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Pass to Gobert. Gobert working inside.
Well, you know the length of Rudy Gobert. He's virtually unstoppable in that restricted area.
Outside, Brown. Here's Ewing. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Just wow. A monster flush from the big man.
Chicago leading by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The kick out to Edwards. Shoots over Brown. The rebound by Atlanta. Off target from the baseline. Outside Booker. Hill for 3. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Chicago ahead. They lead by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And so here is Chicago. 3-point lead. Booker no good. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Martin with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Martin outside. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here goes Booker. Pass to Edwards. The steal. Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Chicago making a switch here. Here's Frazier. 5 points in the game. Pass to Chamberlain. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Now here's Brown. No points so far. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Okay! Tatum punching it home.
I love the Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player. How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Here's Frazier. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Woo-wee.
What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Williams. Rebounded by Frazier. And so here is Chicago. It's a one-point game. Here's Stoudemire. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Stoudemire's got 5 points.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there. Oh, my goodness, the athleticism of that dunk. Marcus Smart taking no prisoners.
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. And the basket by Stoudemire. He has 7.
The court awareness on full display. Jokic is such a unique big man.
Pass to Ewing. Jokic grabs the board. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Frazier. Some solid defense from Martin. Inside. Williams with the screen. Here Starks. Williams misses. Chicago with the ball. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Pass to Stoudemire. And Robert Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
8 seconds left in the third quarter.
Come get it, come get it.
For 3, Booker. That shot off. And we've reached the end of the third. Chicago ahead, leading by 4. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And Atlanta with possession here. Here's Robertson. Oh, Jokic with the block.
So look at Jokic using those long arms, managing to get his hand on the ball and knock it away.
Chicago leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. It's Edwards on the wing. No good there. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Here's Robertson. Down low. Smith. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Now here's Edwards to the paint. Here's Hill. Rebounded by Pippen. They've been behind for a few minutes now.
And I think that's about to change.
And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Atlanta. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle, and they're hoping that the swelling will go down.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. About a minute and a half into the 4th now. It's Edwards on the wing. Blocked again! And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Here's Robertson. On the wing, Mitchell. Picked by Smith. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Hill. Blocked.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
Great D that time from Jokic.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to Hill. It's Jokic, high post. His first shot coming late. The kick out to Edwards. Three-pointer off the mark. Atlanta trails by 4. Here's Robertson. Smith outside. And a foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Substitution for the away team. Wilt Chamberlain. Tim Duncan. Jason Tatum.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Duncan. Three-pointer. Smith with the rebound. And Atlanta with possession here. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Outside for Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Goes back up. Here's Adams to get back on track. And Atlanta misses again.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
So the first one drops. And that puts him up 5.
2 shots.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line. Add to your lead.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4. And Booker's got the ball here for Chicago. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Good on the first. And that puts him up 5.
Devin Booker. 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul. He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Into the lane. And Booker with the jam. And so Chicago takes the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.